Welcome to the wrestling podcast that's not just for wrestling fans. This is Smark and Friends on lovewrestling.ca. My name is Zak and I'll be your host. It's been a little while since I've produced a new episode of Smark and Friends. I'm sure this is going to resonate with some of you, but I just have the hardest time getting productive again after the holidays. I enjoyed my leisure time a little too much and I never wanted to see it end. And as a result, I'm just like a bit out of practice in reaching out to potential guests, reaching out to wrestling promotions for source material to enjoy. So I just really, I made it easy on myself to produce this episode just to like kickstart, get the ball rolling in producing again. I reached out to someone very close to the show. I reached out to my producer, Technical Tina, who has been she's been the producer of this show since day one, back in our Two Finger Guns Club days before Smark and Friends became a part of Love Wrestling. So, it was a no-brainer to invite her. Knew she would be gung-ho to be part of the show. And I also wanted to make finding a match to watch as easy on myself as possible. So I reached out to Spencer himself, head honcho here at Love Wrestling. You might know that back in October, he produced his very first live wrestling event in conjunction with Force Pro Wrestling. So Tina and I are going to be enjoying Nicole Matthews versus Ava Lawless from Change the Game October 15th. Now, if you want to enjoy that match, like a nice, crisp, polished, with great commentary, I invite you to turn off this episode of Smark and Friends. Wait until Monday, in which that match is released in full on Love Wrestling's YouTube channel. But if you don't mind sitting through technical difficulties, sitting through a lack of flow in conversation, as I said, it's been a little while since I've done this, and you just don't mind watching a match with two people having a laugh and just enjoying each other's company while watching a wrestling match, then please stick around and enjoy our watch-along of Nicole Matthews versus Ava Lawless. Once again, I warn you, there are technical difficulties galore. In fact, I'm recording this intro and extra for a second time because yesterday I recorded it and it was just an absolute audio disaster, completely unsalvageable. So I'm recording it here again, first thing in the morning. Now, once again, we are going to be watching Nicole Matthews versus Ava Lawless after the break. But before we jump to that, I got to thank our new partners over at manscaped.com. Let me tell you a little bit about Manscaped and what they're up to lately, because support for Smark and Friends and Love Wrestling is brought to you by manscaped.com, who is the very best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision engineering tools for your family jewels. I will never get over how good that wordplay is. Manscaped just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. I actually have that handy right here. Check this out. It's got anti-nick technology, which will help you prevent nicks and cuts. It's got a little handy light right there. Really great product. I did a little unboxing video you might have seen on social media on Love Wrestling's channels and whatnot. Join the over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. You can get 20% off your order and free worldwide shipping wherever you are using our promo code LOVEWRESTLING at manscaped.com. Check it out. Your balls will thank you. Thanks so much. We're going to be back after these messages.
Yo! We're the Boros Twins.
I'm the world's sweetest man, Gentleman Jervis.
This is God's gift to wrestling, Michael Richard Blaze.
This is Chelsea Green.
And we love wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
Oh, we're going to see a superplex powerbomb!
Just coming up to the building, Colton Kelly. Colton, I am sorry to interrupt your cigarette, my friend.
If they weren't the MVPs of pandemic wrestling, then I honestly don't know who are.
Of course, we did want to give everybody a bit of a rundown on what you can expect here on Love Wrestling through 2021 and beyond. This crowd is going bananas! I'm Spencer Love, and this is Love Wrestling.
Okay, here we go. It is pure chaos right now. I have never prepared less for an episode than this one. Luckily, my guest at this time is someone who's going to afford me that opportunity to just jump in with really no preparation whatsoever. Technical Tina, the producer of Smark and Friends. How you doing, friend?
I am good. How are you doing? I'm honored that this is like the least prepped you've been.
Again, it's just it's been the holidays. It's been hard for me to really just jump back into the swing of things when it comes to Smark and Friends. My ring light isn't even on. This is just terrible form on my part. There we go. Yeah.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. And yeah, I just needed to it was hard to get started. Do you ever have that after the holidays, just not being able to get the wheels moving again?
Oh yeah, it was like that this holiday for sure. I needed a little kick in the ass to get going this past week, so I get it.
I hear you. So yeah, again, I reached out to you. I reached out to Spencer, who provided some wrestling footage for us to watch. And again, just no preparation. I am 8:30. It's 8:30 now when we're recording. I literally just got the kids to bed. Just threw my whole setup together, got my desk out, and here we are to watch a little wrestling. But honestly, Tina, how have you been lately? The pandemic aside, it seems every time I run into you, you have a new job. So I'm just wondering what you're up to these days.
I'm still, doing my regular job, which is the one that pays the bills over at Moment Factory. So I'm still there. We've got a little side project together, and I've got another little side project that I'm doing with one of my friends. I'm helping her get all of her business up and running. So, a couple things.
Many spinning, I almost said many spinning hats. I think I combined two idioms there.
I do have many spinning hats, yes.
Let's go with it. Let's reinvent the wheel, reinvent the idiom spinning hats. I'm gonna take that one.
It's yours.
Thank you. But yeah, speaking of side projects, you joined me on Smark and Friends, once Two Finger Guns Club, decided to call it a day. I was so happy that you were able to jump over from TFGC to Love Wrestling. Again, it's been a few months, and I'm sure there's not too much you can really spill in detail. But do you want to talk about what happened with Two Finger Guns Club?
Yeah, I mean, we were hosting podcasts together for about 2 years, maybe a little bit longer. TFGC was around a little bit longer than 2 years. But it just came to a point with the pandemic where it was just too much for all of us to really dedicate the time we needed to dedicate to TFGC. So we decided to call it quits, and we're still all very good friends, Alex, Alexa, and I, and luckily I still get to work with you, and it was just a good time.
Yeah, I'm glad that through all of this, Smark and Friends survives, and I'm more than thrilled that you've been remaining a part of the show, because again, I've been watching wrestling with people, but it's still not Smark and Friends without you producing, so thank you for being part of it still.
Anytime, always.
So with that, are you ready to watch a little wrestling today, Tina?
I am. It has been a while.
It has been a while. I mean, usually, in the pre-pandemic era, you'd come to my apartment, usually around my birthday, and I'd be making all of my friends indulge me by watching some ridiculous matchup or another. So this is just like old times, really.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And it was just your birthday, so this is really perfect timing.
It was just my birthday, which we played some Jackbox games. That was an absolute blast.
It was always a fun time.
It's a good thing this pandemic didn't happen 10 years earlier, where there's we can't have this ease of access connection with people, play games online. It's much more a user-friendly pandemic, if I do say so.
What would the pandemic have been 10 years ago? 10 years ago, there wasn't really any Zoom or there wasn't really any of that. Facebook was around. I guess we would have all just been on Facebook.
Yeah. We would have had to do traditional phone calls.
Oh, I can't even do that where I live.
It's true. You're in the boonies now, the middle of nowhere.
I am, and I get no reception, and I don't have a landline yet. So I can't have regular phone calls. I would be utterly alone.
I mean, by that notion, you'd be pretty well equipped for the pandemic, in the middle of nowhere, not really worrying about contact tracing and social distancing. It's kind of the default.
Exactly. No, I say I'm all set. It's all good.
All good indeed. But once again, thanks so much for being a part of the show today, because we're going to enjoy a little wrestling. Once again, in the spirit of the lack of preparation, I reached out to Spencer, head of Love Wrestling, who back in October launched his first pro wrestling event and has been launching matches steadily on YouTube. And this match has not been released on YouTube as of yet, at least not for our recording. So this is a bit of a first glance, unless you've watched it on Twitch or you were attending the event live. This is what happens when I don't prepare. I end up spiraling. My train of thought is a little off, but I hope I communicated that fairly properly.
I understood. It's all good.
Fair enough. But in the spirit of chaos, my cat has joined the show. So yeah, just letting him jump up before he knocks things over and makes things difficult.
To all the viewers and listeners, I was really hoping that Ticket would make an appearance tonight, and there he is.
Well, again, longtime viewers of Smark and Friends and Power Out and anything else I do on Love Wrestling can pretty much guarantee an appearance by Ticket at some point or another. So, par for the course. At least some things are staying the same in this, return of Smark and Friends.
Perfect. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ticket.
Okay, just don't bite the wires, okay? So the match we're going to watch a match between two incredible Canadian wrestling talent. We have Nicole Matthews versus Ava Lawless. Once again, this is from Change the Game, October 15th, 2021, taking place in Edmonton at the Rec Room. If you are listening to the podcast and you want to watch along with us, and I hope you do, please just head over to Love Wrestling's YouTube. That's youtube.com/lovewrestlingca. Find Nicole Matthews versus Ava Lawless. We're going to hit play on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And it worked. There we go.
Woohoo!
Now, Tina and I tried this yesterday, and, kudos to Spencer. He filmed this with some really swanky cameras that StreamYard was just not equipped. My computer, I should say, was not equipped to stream.
Yeah, it was a little choppy last night, so...
Oh, yeah. So we're trying this again. Thank you very much for making time a second night in a row. Now, you can't really see, but in the shadows on the right-hand side of the screen, here we go. That fool dancing, that's me.
Oh, man!
Once again, it was in the shadows. Nicole Matthews comes out to the Interrupters, which I have gotten really into in the last year or so, and it's a tune.
All right, so...
Yeah. So Nicole Matthews is the one who's extending the hand right now, and Ava Lawless with the red hair.
Ooh, who just did not shake her hand.
Bit of attitude there.
Yeah.
Oh, but now she's extending the hand.
Well, it's too late.
Oh, yeah. The window for respect has closed. Now, you don't have to... Yeah, here we go. Bit of a test of strength happening here. Bit of a feeling out process.
Ooh.
Nicole Matthews with a wrist lock taking Ava Lawless down. Listeners or viewers, you might hear some much stronger commentary faintly in the background being provided by Thaddeus Archer III and Warren Diesel Barris out of Edmonton. Once again, after you enjoy this episode of Smark and Friends, be sure to revisit the event because these gentlemen did an excellent job from the commentary table. It was a great show, made all the better by their vocal talents. Bit of back and forth chain wrestling between Ava Lawless and Nicole Matthews.
Man, they're flexible.
Very much so. Very athletic pair of wrestlers right here. Now, you don't have to spare my feelings with this one, Tina. Have you watched any wrestling since the last time you have been on Smark and Friends?
I have not, Zach. I keep it for Smark and Friends.
Honesty is the best policy. But you know what? As I say that, I realize that the last time you were on, we weren't actually watching a match. We were reviewing Abraxas.
Oh my goodness, yes, it was so excellent.
I have been spreading the word of Abraxas starting Jesse Ventura for quite some time since watching that film.
And have you gotten a lot of positive feedback on it?
Oh, absolutely not.
It wasn't that awful, but
It could
had
have
its entertaining moments.
very much so. It's exactly what you expect from a sci-fi movie starring a professional wrestler.
Oh man, that's
Nicole-
gotta hurt.
Right?
Yeah.
Nicole Matthews with a shoulder tackle off of the ropes. And yeah, there's canvas there, but it's still a very firm piece of hardware that they're landing on. Backslide, go for...
You've been in a ring before, Zach?
I mean, yeah, but I've never taken a bump of any kind.
Have you fallen onto the canvas floor?
No. I would never try anything so bold without the proper training.
Okay.
But like, walking on it, you can tell that it's quite a firm surface.
Yeah, like you can see it's got a bounce, but it sounds like it hurts.
Absolutely. Back when I was a kid, I saw all of those "Don't do this at home" videos, and I was a good boy who listened, and so that has stuck with me.
Good. Around.
Now, speaking of technical difficulties, I think you might have had your first example of one. I heard a bit of a hiccup in the audio there.
I mean, it froze for a moment on my end.
It's the joy of these watch-alongs.
So what is she doing right now? Oh.
So she's got Nicole Matthews in a headlock, and when Nicole Matthews tried to elbow out of it and she was losing her grip, she just slammed her by her head onto the canvas.
My God. How old are these girls?
I'm not familiar with their ages offhand.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
They still look young and capable of being thrown around a ring.
I mean, they certainly are. The proof is in what we're watching right now.
Man, the hitting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, big kick to the back.
Oh my God, that has gotta hurt.
Who are you rooting for at this point of the matchup?
Nicole.
Nicole?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a bad choice, but yeah, Nicole's a very good choice as well.
I mean, she came out first, so. Right?
Well, when the video started when we started enjoying this, Ava Lawless was already in the ring.
All right. Well. Yeah. Man, the slaps.
Right?
Little bitch fight going on there.
The strikes are.
I fight. Oh, not like that. That's too much for me.
Yeah, they're keeping the fists open to spare themselves being disqualified.
Not allowed to punch in wrestling?
Generally, no. Definitely something that could have been written off as a disqualification.
All right, so slapping it is.
Now you can see those fans in the background. Like it was quite impressive. Like if the ring was like an inch or two bigger, I think Spencer would have been in some big trouble because it was not going to fit between the stage and that section of seating right there.
Oh my!
Big punch from both of them, knocking each other down.
She's bleeding?
Possibly. Wouldn't be surprised. They're hitting each other.
Jesus.
I think she's just selling. That one.
Okay. Well, she sold it. God.
They gotta sell it. That's half of the art here.
Oh my God.
Now they're both on their knees. They're trying to get to their feet, just striking each other on their way up. Trying to find their bearings. Get the advantage.
So, when you were watching this, who were you rooting for?
Well, again, Nicole Matthews came out to one of my favorite bands, The Interrupters, so, like, instantly that won me over. I mean, I knew she was coming out to The Interrupters, so, like, already I had that bias going into this match. And, yeah, that retained throughout the contest.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're rooting for the same girl. Oh, my
Absolutely.
God. Which is not going well for her right now.
No, big stomps by Ava Lawless in the corner right there.
How is punching not allowed, but kicking in the chest is?
That's a fair question. I think we need to bring this to the rule. I don't know. Bring this debate to the rule makers.
There we go. She's back.
Rolling elbow by Nicole Matthews gets her the advantage. I should mention Judge Ben Uman on the refereeing this contest? Oh, you know what? I think look at her forearm. Look at Nicole Matthews' forearm. She's got some blood there.
Yes, she does.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Is the video frozen for you, too?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
What's up?
I think the download failed when I downloaded this match.
Sorry, Zach.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, do you want to pause for a moment? Do you want to finish downloading it?
No. Oh. Okay, hold on. That was at roughly 8:13. Okay. So I'm really sorry that the audio of this particular episode is actually going to be just pure chaos and probably rendered unlistenable. But you know what? This is also available on Love Wrestling's YouTube, so please be sure to watch the video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the link, because while I said this match is not published yet, it has been uploaded to Love Wrestling video, private videos. So let me just pull that up. Okay. We are back after some technical difficulties. Courtesy of yours truly, just a bit of a download video issue. Once again, apologies to anyone who's been trying to enjoy this episode as an audio experience. But once again, please visit youtube.com/lovewrestlingca to enjoy this particular episode of Smark and Friends on video as well. We have jumped to the 8-minute, 2-second mark to enjoy the rest of this contest. And we are going to click play for the second time on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Does that mean I get to add in a second bell for the first time ever?
I gotta turn the volume down. Oh, I know what I did. Once again, that was the fine commentary by Thaddeus Archer III and Warren Diesel Barris. Sorry, Tina, you were saying?
I don't think we heard that audio, or at least I didn't hear that audio.
Oh, no? Okay.
No. But I had said, do I get to add a second bell for the first time ever in Smark and Friends?
A 2-bell experience!
Oh my God!
Oh man, truth be told, like, again, I've been so wrapped up in the video editing of this version of the podcast, I haven't had a chance to listen to the audio in a while. I forgot all about the bell.
The bell's there. There is the bell.
Ava Lawless looked for a pinfall there, but Nicole Matthews kicked out at 2. Fans are going back and forth.
Away.
Yeah, they're trying to get to their feet. Ben checking on both competitors, making sure they're both sound and ready to continue competing.
Oh.
Nicole Matthews takes her down with a crossface.
Oh,
looking for a submission victory.
Is she gonna get out?
She is looking for the submission victory. Can Ava Lawless hold on so she can get to the rope? Nicole has to let go of the hold.
Oh man, they're fighting for it.
Yeah, she's gonna get there. She
Yeah,
gets there.
Damn.
Nicole breaks the hold.
So when you have a hold and you get to the rope, it is like an automatic release.
You have to let go. If the competitor locking in the submission does not let go after 5 seconds, it is rendered a disqualification.
All right.
You know, like when
in the chest.
Yeah. Some ruthless kicks from out on the apron. When I first started this podcast, I took like the fact that I'm welcoming uninitiated wrestling fans for granted, and I always forgot that they don't necessarily know like the rules or even how people win. So I think I'm getting a little more comfortable with that notion. Oh!
Smacked her head on the post.
Right? Half and half German suplex.
Damn.
Gets her a 2 count. The blood on the...
hair.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they're getting... No, by all means. They're getting ruthless now. The blood you may see on the canvas does not belong to either of these competitors, but to either Holden Albright or Colton Kelly earlier in the event.
My God, I didn't realize they bled so much. Although I should have. After all these years of editing Smark and Friends, I know that wrestlers get hurt, but I'm like, seeing it, I'm just like, oh.
I mean, big spear. And a 2 count. I mean, in general, when I'm sharing wrestling with uninitiated fans, it's usually like something a little more lighter spirit than this.
Oh, great. Oh, my God.
Hammering right hands.
Face.
Those look like closed fists to me. I think that should have been a disqualification.
Oh, my goodness. But it's like, she's good. She's like, oh, it's okay. Get back up. We can finish. Tapping her on the back.
There's a bit of a support system going on. Oh, Northern Light suplex. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh, that's brutal. Crossface with a cravat. She taps out. And that is the victory.
Wow. That's gotta hurt.
I mean, it's a... I grew up with an older brother who got me into wrestling. I know how much these submissions hurt a lot of the time, and that one looks pretty brutal.
Yeah, it did. Yay, she won!
Nicole Matthews picks up the win.
Yeah.
I can't spot myself in the darkness there, but I am probably dancing to the interrupters once again. But the big victory for Nicole Matthews at Change the Game, Ava Lawless, falls short, but in a very spirited competition.
Yeah, seriously, that was great. That is entertainment.
That is a lot of fun. What did you think of that one?
I really liked it. That was really entertaining. And, oh my God, I can't speak. I'm sorry.
Long day?
No, not even.
Well, I'm glad to know that like the technical difficulties and lack of flow of communication is not exclusively on my end. That raises my spirits a little.
This is COVID. We just don't know how to speak to each other or speak in general anymore.
Oh my goodness! In the lull between lockdowns, like in the times like I run into you and the Rocket Man, like I just didn't even remember what socialization was.
Right? It is hard getting words out of your mouth.
How much braining does it take to make the words go?
A lot. No, I really enjoyed that match. I thought it was a really good match, very entertaining. I'm glad that Nicole won. I was rooting for her, but good job to Ava as well.
Absolutely. Tina, thank you so much for getting the wheels rolling here on Smark and Friends again. Now I feel pumped up and ready to start producing more new episodes with a lot more preparation for future guests. And thank you so much for letting me get away with this complete lack of prep.
I am here for you anytime, Zach.
Before I let you go, I'm not really sure where your social media presence lies these days. I'm not even sure if you're even really using anything outside of Facebook. But any social media that you want to share with the audience at large?
If you want to check out pictures of my dog and my cat, you can follow me on Instagram at Tina Lou. No, Tina Lou 87.
I think it's just T Lou.
I don't even T Lou.
I think it's just T Lou 87. Oh, she's frozen. She's not actually just looking at her phone.
Sure.
Well, this is one of our most graceful sign-offs of all time. So your Instagram presence, no, it's very much in the spirit of this episode. It feels like your social media presence is a mystery. Oh no, you're back.
I am.
Did you figure it out?
I'm back. No, because I think when I tried to open up my phone, it used a little bit of my internet and it cut our thing.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
You'll put it in the description. It's fine.
And the intro and extra.
There we go. Yes.
All right. Thanks so much, Tina.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Well, let me tell you something, everyone.
if you go over to manscaped.com, right this moment in time, right now, you can save 20% off of your next purchase at manscaped.com. But how am I going to save 20%, I hear you ask? Well, let the wordsmith tell you. Because if you enter promo code LOVEWrestling, that's right, Love Wrestling, you can see it down here. You can see it scrolling across the screen. Enter promo code LOVEWrestling and save 20% off of anything you find on that website. And also, you'll get free shipping. How crazy is that? 20% off. You can use it to buy the Lawnmower 4.0. And at the end of the day, your balls are going to thank you because, like the headline says, at manscaped.com, we save balls. And it's just too sweet.
That was my watch along of Nicole Matthews versus Ava Lawless from Change the Game with the producer of Smark and Friends, Technical Tina. Once again, I remind you, if you want to watch that match with crisp quality, a better commentary track provided by Thaddeus Archer III and Warren Diesel Barris, I invite you to check out Love Wrestling's YouTube channel this coming Monday. The match is going to be released in full with much fewer technical difficulties than Tina and I experienced during our watch along. So please be sure to check it out. Absolutely awesome match and also absolutely awesome event. So be sure to check out the rest of the matches as well. If you like what you heard today, please head over to ratethispodcast.com/lovewrestlingca. You're not going to be just rating Smark and Friends. You're going to be rating all the podcasts being produced very proudly here at Love Wrestling. Also be sure to follow me on social media. You can follow my Twitter at SmarkMouth, my Instagram at smart.mouth, and you can also follow... What am I missing here? See, this is what I'm saying. I'm completely out of practice. Of course, I have the show. The show has its own Twitter account, at Smark and Friends. I should just look at the ticker along the bottom. It's got all this good stuff. You can also follow at Love Wrestling CA on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok. So thanks so much for tuning in and catching our watch-along of Ava Lawless versus Nicole Matthews at Change the Game. We're going to be back next week. Till then, friends.